on a rainy day when it's raining and the rain is wet. What better to eat on a rainy day when the rain is wet, folks? You don't know? I'm going to show you. I have a beautiful pot of rice, basmati rice that I just made, organic. Look at this, it's steaming. Look at this steam. Look at that, folks. Ooh, oh, so good. Oh, it's hot. Steamy. You know, the steam is hot, folks. Be careful. All right. Not only for dinners, but I can have rice for breakfast. Yes, breakfast. I've said it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's very delicious.
Hi, if you like my videos, please click the bell so you can be notified, and come back often because I have new videos every week.
And look at that, some chicken, salmon, wild caught salmon, and oops, we don't want to spill, with peppers and mushrooms. I didn't have onion, so I cannot have onion, but look at that. Ooh, it's going to be a beautiful hot meal, folks, on a cold, is that too loud? Cold, well, not too cold, but it feels like freezing, you know, it's like in the 50s outside and rainy. It's dark, but it's nasty, and inside it's nice and cozy, and look at this, yummy. Oh, the plate is hot. Oh, it's hot. Anyway, one thing I forgot, you know, darn it. Yeah, I can fix it. I forgot a couple things. One, I don't add spices to the rice because if I have it as breakfast, I don't want spices in my breakfast. You know, I want, unless I have rice with breakfast and chicken or something like this, you know, but if I have rice with just, what do you call it? Maple syrup, then I don't want spices in it, you know. So one thing I forgot was, before I added my beautiful food here onto the rice, I forgot to add some spices, which I can do now real quick. Some pepper. I'm very simple, folks. Some pepper, a little bit of garlic, and some Himalayan pink salt. You gotta say it like this. Himalayan pink salt. And l'épice de résistance. You cannot have what I'm having without Tabasco. Tabasco. Call me, darn it! You never call me! Unbelievable! Call me! One of these days, call me! I know! They never call me! Okay, enough of that. Time to have dinner, folks. I'll see you later. Good morning, folks. It's cleanup time. I just had myself some breakfast, and it's time to go. Time for the Marina Show, folks, because, you know, that's what she does. Spielberger turns the camera on, and she's like, okay, I gotta go investigate it, Papa. Yeah, I think I look good. Yes, Marina, your butt looks good. Thank you for all the, yes, now you can go back and lay on Papa's pillow. Yeah, no, or come back. Yes, come back again. Investigate my stove. Unbelievable! Now everything is moved around. Spielberger, you're supposed to be doing that. Unbelievable. Nobody does their job. Anyway, folks, we'll give you 1 second. I gotta put my stuff away. Okay, and now she's back laying down. So that was a false alarm, folks. She just wanted to investigate things up. Anyway, it's time to, well, I have time, but my new job is only about 5 miles away, so that's not bad. So hopefully this job will last me until November. I'm hopeful. It's going to be my first day there. I haven't been to the job yet. This year has been really been terrible with my work. I don't know what's going on, but the last few years I'm used to having one job, one company. You know, get a job with a company, go to that job site, and I'm there, I know where I'm going, I do that. Or last year I had one job, but then on the weekends we did another job, which was a little bit closer, but it was overtime and double time, so I didn't care if I had to drive or ride a motorcycle much further. I mean, it's overtime and double time, you know, it's fine, I'll do that. But this year I've worked with, I don't know, folks, like 6 or 7 different companies. I go somewhere and I worked a couple days, then 3 weeks, then a couple days, then a couple days, then a day, and it hasn't, you know, for the most part, the job lasts only that amount of time, and then I'm done. Or I go somewhere and I don't like the people. We interrupt these high production moving pictures to bring you a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored and is brought to you by not the kitty cat, but by things that leak. That's right, folks. If you have things that leak in your life, use the coupon code things that leak and you get 15% off. What are you doing? I'm doing high productions over here. You get 15% off, not a kitty cat, but things that leak. All you got to do is you get a kitty cat and you stick it to the leak, and the leak will stop, folks. You just stick it to the leak, and their fur is waterphobic, hydrophobic. And you got to use like a strong adhesive to stick them to something, but it does work. Or you can just use their paw or their tongue, you know. They just, but yeah, if you use a kitty, it'll work. You know, when you don't fit together and you know it, and you just like, and I told myself years ago, if I go work somewhere and I don't like the people, or I don't get along with somebody or something, I'm not gonna get a headache because of that. I'm not gonna be there making myself feel terrible, or you know, not making myself feel terrible, but just being, you know, what's the word? I'm trying to get the right word here. It's just, you're somewhere and you just hate it, and you know, you don't feel well there, you know. So yeah, that's what happened. And then the kicker was, on the second day there was lightning falling all around us, and I stopped my machine and everybody's still working. So I asked the foreman, I came out of my machine and it's raining a little bit and lightning. And I came out of my machine. I asked the foreman, you know, what do you guys do when it's lightning? And he's just smirked at me. You know, he's sitting in a pickup truck smirking at me. And he's like, you know, after a few seconds of smirking, he's like, oh, you just want to get on your motorcycle and go home. I'm like, that's not what I asked you. You know, what do you guys do when there's lightning? He's just smirking at me. I'm like, you know OSHA rules. You're supposed to stop and you wait 30 minutes from the last time you see lightning. He's just smirking, and he repeats the same thing again. Oh, you just want to get on your motorcycle and go home. So, all right, I got back on the machine, and one lightning strikes, another lightning strike, and everybody's still working. and I'm just moving a little bit. I'm just rehashing what the guy told me, and third lightning strike, I put the blade down I was on a bulldozer, and I said, that's it. I got my bag, I stopped the machine, got my keys, got out, walked up to the guy and said, yeah, you're right, I'm going to go home. You lay me off today. So I got back on. I was getting my motorcycle ready and trying to leave, and then some other guy that I never met, some guy from the company, I never met the guy, he comes over, gets in my face, you're not getting laid off, you quit! What do I care? It don't matter, just get out of my face. I don't care if I quit or if you lay me off. I'm done. I'm not staying here. So that seems to be my year, folks. That's the way my year is going. Either a job doesn't last long, or I don't want it to last long because I don't get along. I don't like the people. So, like my second job with a plumber. First job with a plumber only lasted 2 days because all of a sudden they couldn't do any more work in that place and they had to lay me off. The second job with the plumber, I was there 3 weeks until the job was done. The people were, I'm not saying they were terrible, but it just not telling me how exactly they want things done, and then having me do stuff that I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm an operator, I'm not a laborer, and I have to move things out of my way, and constantly I have to move the fans because if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it for me properly. I'm in a basement, you got to have fans to circulate the air, otherwise, I get the exhaust from the machine. And yeah, and I didn't like that job, but I stuck with it until it was done. I didn't necessarily like the people, but I didn't hate them, I don't hate anybody, but even the other people, I don't hate them. But, some jobs, I'll stick with it for a while. I don't like to quit. But then other jobs, you just know, that that's it. I can't be here. And I told myself years ago that if that ever happens, if I feel uncomfortable with somebody, I'm not going to make myself sick because some idiot, I'm just going to move on and go somewhere else. But that seems to be my story this year, so hopefully today the people will be okay. I don't really care. I'm just going to be my machine, do my job, and try to do my best and make it a couple more months, make some money, and that's my only goal, but hopefully this job will last a couple months because it's really close, so I don't have to go and fight traffic and all that stuff. There will be still a bit of traffic, but I'm only 5 miles away. So anyway, folks, I gotta get going. Right, Marina? Look at this over here. Unbelievable, folks. All right, I'll see you later.
A couple days ago, it was raining really hard in the morning, and unbelievable. And I was sitting on a motorcycle, ready to get the motorcycle out of the trailer, when I noticed that there was water running down my door here. I'm like, where the heck is that water running from? Well, the water was running, I don't know if you can see, right over here in this, right in this frame here, between the frame and the wood. It was running through here, so I'm thinking water was getting behind there somewhere, somehow. Unbelievable. They didn't seal that properly, so water's getting in there. So now I'm gonna have to pop that out, take this out, and seal it. I have caulking, and hopefully that's not gonna happen again, I didn't have a door before on the other trailer, and I never had any leaks. At first I thought, could it be my fan is leaking somewhere? But no, I mean, nothing that I ever did on any roof has leaked. As far as is that a mosquito? Unbelievable. But yeah. So it wasn't me, it was from this stupid thing here. So I gotta pop those screws out and fix it. Yeah, there's like no caulking in here. Just a little bit of caulking, which is still wet. I feel this wet. Just a little bit of caulking in the middle here, and that's it. That's why it was leaking. I may have to take the sides too. Take the sides out. Unbelievable. Alright folks, it's not perfect, but I'm being bitten alive by mosquitoes. And no-see-ums, I'm like scratching all over the place. It's just unbelievable. I think it's because I'm by the river over here. I would think by now they would be gone, but they're still around. Holy darn. Anyway, it's not perfect, but now I have a good amount of, I had to use Sikaflex 221, because I don't know if I had anything else. I tried something else, but it wasn't good anymore. It had hardened, so I couldn't use it. Anyway, Sikaflex is good. It's sealed, so the water shouldn't go in there again. If I do have a problem, I'll have to take this out. This was kind of, on top it's kind of loose, but it's kind of sealed in there. I didn't want to have to deal with that. Unbelievable. Always something. All this noise. I gotta put in a quiet order. I need quiet over here at my camp spot. Anyway, it should be good unless the problem is from the door seal, but the seal up there looks pretty good. I think it was that was a problem. That was a problem because when I took the old caulking over here from this corner, the caulking was all wet, so that was the problem. The water was getting behind there and just dripping, but with the amount of caulking that I have there, I should be all right, folks. I should be all right. Now let me get out of here because they're eating me alive. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm not kidding.
Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of uprightness is the scepter of your kingdom. Psalm 45:6.